So people who haven't done time, they see cell living as like the height of torture. But in all reality, anybody with any sort of institutional sophistication knows that dorm living is torture. Having to live in the same building as 200 other men who all got massive vices and massive issues and lack of character is one of the worst actual aspects of doing time. So dorm living far supersedes the punishment of living in a cell. Cell living is awesome when you have a good cellie. This one particular dorm I was at, it was just dope 24/7. Everybody was up all night, boarded up on their racks, on the phone, doing dope and tripping, just straight tripping. This one time, this tattoo artist, Monster, he was actually tattooing my bunkie, who was the biggest white boy you've ever seen in the pen. Biggest one, 6'7", 260, straight 20s, in shape. Not one of these fat, fake-ass white boys who are just fat buff. I'm talking someone who had been lifting and understood how to build muscle. My last bunkie was the coolest motherfucker. But anyways, he was getting his whole leg blasted from his ass cheek down to his ankle by this cat Monster. He was a Southside cat. And this fool was staying up for days on end tatting him. This dude's leg was massive. He was 6'7". He was 260. And his leg was just massive. He had been working out. So I mean, the point is this fool was just blasting his whole leg back on black, on white, on everything. And my homie, or my bunkie, he had money. So, I mean, this fool was waiting to get paid, so he was getting all these fronts. He was getting white on the front, he was getting black on the front to get the tattoo done to stay up. Fools just run they get on a fucking sick one. They just run amok on that dope. These vices in there lead to the biggest problems, and Monster caught himself in a big problem. He was a cool motherfucker. I've talked to him since I've been out, and he's straight. He's off parole, he's doing good, he's tattooing, got mad respect for him. He's a good dude. But anyways, 5 dudes had to take him out. He got DP'd by 5 dudes because it started with 2. 2 people originally were DPing him, just beating the shit out, giving him his 13 seconds, and it just kept going. He didn't want to take it. So it just turned into more and more Southside cats jumping in on this fool. He had 5 cats on him, just fucking straight trying to tee off on him, and he was ducking them, he was dodging, he was putting hands all over him. But I don't even like to glorify the violence because I don't give a shit about that shit. It means nothing to me. It's only got me in trouble. I've been extremely violent my whole life, and it's something I want to put behind me, which I think you guys should too. It's the height of weakness. A man always fucking ends up in tears after he fucking commits acts of violence. He always regrets them, always. Never feels good. But anyways, to the fucking story. This fool gets fucking DP'd. He ends up getting pushed to a different building, they put him to the other side of the prison. There was 2 different sides. So anyways, after that, then they DP him again, and he goes to Delano. They would just shuffle you back and forth from these 2 places because these facilities didn't know how to handle this. They didn't know. He wouldn't lock it up, so they would just put you at another spot. And he wasn't locking up. He wasn't bad. He was getting DP'd for the dope debt that he incurred while doing the fucking tattoo. But the thing is, what I'm getting my point to is vices. Vices, dope, consuming too much food. Do you know what this shit does? Do you know what it does? This lowers your frequency, it drops your vibration, it turns your energy into shit. People who would eat fried food all day, they drink beer after work, they're out of shape, they don't exercise. Other people don't understand why they're not attracted to this person. They're just not. They're not attracted to them because they're not putting off the right energy, the right vibration. They're not walking in line with creating their best self. When we walk in line, when we walk in congruence with our best self and what we really want for ourselves, nobody fucking wakes up and says, I'm going to go gorge down a bunch of fried foods, I'm going to go shoot some heroin, and I'm not working out today. I want to look my worst. Nobody thinks that in their fucking heart. All these dope fiends, all these fat people, they wake up with one fucking plan locked in their chest and they're too weak to see it through. Their punishment is a low vibration by the universe. They're vibrating at such a slow level that you can't even feel them. They're so low on the scale, you can't feel them. But then someone like myself, and fuck me, I'm not worried about me. It's my actions. I walk in congruence with what I fucking say. So I have a different energy. I have a different vibration. What I'm getting to is anyone can choose to heighten their frequency, heighten their vibration, and thus raise their energy. We're not attracted to the muscles. We're not attracted to all this shit. We're attracted to someone's energy. And I know this because I still look the same, but when my energy goes to shit, I'm not attractive to people. When I fucking speak out of line with my conscience, when I become a fucking asshole, when I mean to hurt, the attraction's not there. This exterior is built by the fucking frequency and the vibration we attain through doing the correct acts in line with our conscience, in line with what the universe wants best for us being our best self, thus putting off our best self to everyone else and teaching everyone else around us, personifying the teaching. So now when we walk in line with this, we raise our frequency, we raise our vibration, we operate at a different level, and we are just attractive to people, we are attractive to things, everything goes our way. I have a client who just recently told me, he said, ever since I started doing this program, I just, like, people tell me, like, man, just everything's working for you. And he's like, I'm noticing it. Like, the whole thing is when we choose right over wrong, when we choose purpose over pleasure, we are rewarded. And why the fuck is everyone always just think it's a superficial reward? Oh, I ate this way, so I got abs. How about you ate that way, you chose purpose over pleasure 5 times throughout your day? What other act other than dieting forces you to make a purposeful choice over a pleasureful one in your life every day? What other act other than dieting? Which one? Tell me. It doesn't. There's nothing else really. This one single act of being on a diet can be looked at as raising our frequency. It's not a fucking diet. It's choosing purpose over pleasure 5 times daily. Which what? It hardwires you to choose purpose over pleasure. Now, if you wanted to fight something like drug addiction, you would want to fight it from the root. So fight it from the root by being someone who habitually chooses purpose over pleasure. This makes complete fucking sense. But we got these dipshits medicating themselves, just going for another external solution. The solution's internal. Create the motherfucker. Be and become strong. Now you have no weaknesses. You can attack them all in this manner. Not just the dope, not just the fried food fucking lust. Nobody wants to look worse. So anybody who's living in a manner that's causing them to look worse and feel worse automatically is less attractive. And we don't realize we're not attracted to their physical look. We're not attracted to their vibe. We're not attracted to their energy and their frequency. Focus on the deeper shit. Focus on raising your vibration through selfless acts. Focus on raising your vibration by being a leader. Don't just eat better to look good at the pool party. Eat better to show your family you care about your health. You care about them. You want them to eat better, to extend their life, to feel better. Essentially, when people say we are what we eat, when we eat good, we feel good. When we feel good, it shapes our perspective. And our perspective is our view on life. Everything can be brought down to the most simple thing. And who else would be able to teach you how to simplify shit and remove shit other than someone whose life was massively simplified and removed? I was removed from this world. I don't have your problems. I don't have them because I was removed from them. I'm feeling them creep back into my life as I lust for the material world. My lust for the material world automatically detaches me from the spiritual, and all my power comes from the spiritual. So I walk a fine line. Yes, I do have nicer stuff for my family. Yes, I do have certain things, but I automatically self-inflict that adversity. I automatically keep it at a high level. I've dropped and taken out so many other things, so many other pleasures out of my life just to counteract the balance. You guys got to understand this. Don't try to attack the problem. Attack it at the root. Your discipline is lacking. Your character is lacking. Your reason behind what you do is lacking. It's not so much about what you do in this life. It's not so much about what you're in pursuit of. The purpose of the pursuit can mean so much more. Are you in it to help or are you in it to hurt? Are you in it for yourself or are you in it for others? My motivation has always been selfless. And regardless, it doesn't matter about my delivery. Some cupcakes might be fucking all pissy about my delivery, but I don't give a fuck because they're insignificant. The point is that my delivery is insignificant because in my heart, I know that I mean to help. Because what am I doing? I'm passing on exactly what changed my life. You guys, focus on the deeper aspects. You're not dieting, you're not training. You're shaping someone from the inside out who can succeed at anything.